Greetings of the day. I am Geetha, Assistant Professor, Department of CSE. Today I will discuss about arrays in C language. So what is an array means? It will stores the similar data types of values. How to declare an array in C language means, what is the syntax for declaration of array means? Declaration of array. What is the syntax means? Data type, array name and size. After that semicolon. So data type, array name and size. So here means data type means what type of data, array names name of the array and its size. For example, data type means int a of 10. After that semicolon. Here int means the data type, the a is the array name, 10 means array size. So in this way we can declare the array in this way we are declaring the array. So how to initialize the values of an array? Initialization of array. So initialization of array means what is the how we can initialize the array means here suppose for example int a of 10 equals to 1 comma 2 comma 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 and 10. So one more thing. So in arrays, how it will store means in continuous memory allocation format. Let's see. Here we are giving the a of 10 equals to array elements as a 1 to 10 values. How it will store means one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. This is the continuous memory storage. So here how we can access the array elements means already the array index number starts from the 0. Suppose array is an size is n means 0 to n minus 1. So here the array index number starts from 0 means 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. So array size is the 10. What is the index number of this array means 0 to n minus 1 means 0 to 9. 0 to 9. How we can access these array elements means based on the index numbers. So we can access the array elements based on the index number. Suppose I want to access the value array index number 5 means just we are giving like printf %d comma a of 6. So in this way we can access the array elements. That means it will take the index number of 6. That means 7 value. Okay. So here how to modify the array elements. How to modify the array elements means it is also based on the index number. Suppose I want to modify the value of 5. So I will give value of 5. That means index number 4. How we can modify the index value of 4 means suppose a of 4 equals to 10. I'm giving a of 4 equals to 10. So initially in starting we are giving the value of array index number value of 4 is the 5 value. So we are modifying that value as a 10. So in this way we can modify the array value. This is here we are directly giving the array values. So how to read the input values in arrays concept means, so here also already you know about the for loop, right? So for I equals to 0, I less than suppose take 5, I plus plus. So here 5 is the array size. Suppose int a of 5. A of 5. This is the array declaration. So for I equals to 0, I less than 5, I plus plus. So for reading the variables, that means scan of %d comma address of a of I. After that, closing. How we can read the array elements? Suppose what is the analysis for this means for I equals to 0. So take initially I and I less than 5. After that, I plus plus. So initially I value as a 0. So that means after that it will enter into the condition statement. That means 0 less than 5. This condition is true. So it will enter into the for block. That means scan of address of a of I. So what is the a of I value? What is the I value? A of 0. So I am giving a of 0 value as a 10. But next one, so exit from the for loop, again it will goes to the updation part. I plus plus. I plus plus means 1. Now that means 0 becomes 1. So I plus plus means already you know that I equals to I plus 1. So initial I value is 0. 0 plus 1. That means 1. So I becomes 1. Next 1 less than 5. After that it will goes to the condition part. 1 less than 5. So 1 less than 5 means this condition is true. So it will read the a of 1 value. So a of 1 value I will give as a 20. Next I will be incremented. That means 1. So 1 I becomes 2. 2 less than 5. 2 less than 5. This condition is true. Now it will read the a of 2 value. So I will give 30. Next, now I becomes 3. 3 less than 5. This condition is true. So now a of 3 value. That means I will give 40. Now I becomes 4. 4 less than 5. This condition is true. Now we can take the a of 4 value as a, suppose I will give 60. Next I will be 5. Next 5 less than 5 means this condition is false. It will exit from the for loop. So in this way we are reading the array elements. So in this way we are reading the array elements. Now how to print these elements means same thing. We are taking the same for loop. So just I equals to 0, I less than 5, I plus plus. After that printf %d comma a of I. %d comma a of I. Same thing, I value, I equals to 0, I less than 5 and I plus plus. So already we know that what is the process of for loop. So I equals to 0 means initially we are taking the 0 value, 0 less than 5. This condition is true. Same thing, a of 0 equals to 10. Next I becomes 1, 1 less than 5. So it will print a of 1 value as a 20. Next I becomes 2, 2 less than 5. This condition is true. A of 2 value as a 30. Next I becomes 3 less than 5. This condition is true. Now a of 3 value as a 40. Next I will be incremented. That means I becomes 4. 4 less than 5. 4 less than 5. This condition is true. Now a of 4 value as a 40. Now I will be incremented. 5 less than 5 means this condition is false. Exit from the for loop. So it will display the all elements. That means we are reading the elements and displaying the array elements by using the for loop. So here types of an array. What are the main types of array? So types of array means so one dimensional array and two-dimensional array and multi-dimensional array. Multi-dimensional array. So one-dimensional array means, what is the declaration of one-dimensional array means? Same thing. So data type, array name and size. So when it comes to the two-dimensional array, so we are taking the two dimensions means, suppose for example it is we will take it as a array size means, here we are taking the row size and column size. So how to declare the two-dimensional array means, same data type, array name, row size, column size. After that, semicolon. So we will discuss about two-dimensional array. So one-dimensional array means it is similar to like array. So two-dimensional array means we are taking the row size and the column size. Best example is the matrix. So in matrix format, suppose I am taking 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the matrix. So how many rows are there? 2 rows and 2 columns. So what is that? We will take, see, first the first elements means, this is the, suppose this is the 0th row and this is the first row. This is the 0th column and this is the first column. So here this is row and this is column. What is the one position means? First row, 0 row and first column. Okay. What is the position of 2 means? 0 row and first, 0 row and 0 column and 0 row and first column. What is the position of 3 means? First row and 0 column and first row and first column. So here, this is by using the two-dimensional array, we can read the matrix elements. So in two-dimensional array, how we can read the elements? Means same thing. For I equals to, for row one condition, and for column we will take another for loop. I equals to 0, I less than, suppose 2, I plus plus. Next one, for j equals to 0, j less than 2 and j plus plus. This is the row and this is the column. Next, scanf %d, comma, a of I and a of j. A of I and a of j. That means row position and column position. So here, how it will work? Here we are giving the input values. Here we are giving the input values from the keyboard. Suppose here I and I less than 2, I plus plus. Next, j equals to 0, j less than 2 and j plus plus. So initially, what is the value of I means? 0. That means 0 less than 2. So this condition is true. So it will enter into the inner for loop. Here j equals to 0 and j less than 2 means j value is 0. 0 less than 2. This condition is true. So it will goes to the scanf function. That means %d, comma, a of I and a of j. What is the a of I value means? A of I value means 0. A of j value means 0. Suppose I am giving a of 0 and a of 0 value as a 1. Next one, j will be incremented. Next, j becomes 1. So 1 less than 2. 1 less than 2. This condition is true. So it will read the same a of I and a of j values. So a of I value is a 0. A of j value is 1. So I will give 2. Okay. A of 0 and 1 value as a 2. Now j becomes a 2. 2 less than 2. This condition is false. So exit from the inner j loop. Now it will goes to the updation part. That means I plus plus. Now I becomes 1. I becomes 1. So again it will check the I less than 2. That means 1 less than 2. This condition is true. This condition is true. Same thing, it will enter into the inner j loop. Now j value is initially 0. That means 0. What is the condition means 0 less than 2. 0 less than 2. This condition is true. So it will enter into the same scanf function. It will read the value of a of I and j. So a of I and j means I value is the 1, j value is 0. So suppose I will give 1. Next j plus plus. What is the j plus plus means? Initially 0 is there. So what is j plus plus means 1. J becomes 1. Next 1 less than 2. This condition is true. Now it will read the a of I and a of j value. So here a of I value is 1, j value is 1. Now suppose I will give j a of I and 1 value as a 4. Next j becomes 2. 2 less than 2 is the false. So it will exit from the j loop. Again it will enter into the outer for loop, I plus outer for loop. Now I becomes the I plus plus means initially, now it's not initially, I becomes 2. That means j equals to j plus 1. Sorry, I equals to I plus 1. That means I becomes 2 value. Same thing, it will check the condition like 2 less than 2 means if this condition is false, exit from this for loop. So in this way, we are reading the values. So here a of 0, 0 value means 1s, a of 0, 1 value is 2, a of 0, a of 1, 0 is the 3 and a of 1, 1, 4. In this way, we are reading the two-dimensional array elements. How to print these elements? How to print these elements means same thing. Just we are already we know that how to print the output in C language. So print, we are using the printf function, printf %d comma a of I and j. So already we know that what is the process of a of I and j. I and same thing, we are doing the same analysis, I and j values. So initially I value is 0. So after that we are checking the condition I less than 2. Next I plus plus. Initially I value is 0, 0 less than 2, 0 less than 2. This condition is true. So it will enter into the inner j block. J initially, what is the value of j means 0, 0 less than 2. It will goes to the same 0 less than 2. After that it will print the a of I and j value. So what is the a of I and j means I value is 0 and j value is 0. So I'm already in we are reading the elements, we are taking the 1, 2, 3, 4. That means it will print the a of 0, 0 value as a 1. Next one, the j will be incremented. That means j becomes 1. Same thing, it will check the condition 1 less than 2. 1 less than 2. So this condition is true. So it will goes to the printf statement a of I and j. So what is the value of a of I means a of 0, j means 1. That means it will print the 2 value. Next j plus plus. It will goes to the updation part. J plus plus means j becomes 2. So 2 less than 2 false. So it will goes to the updation, outer updation part. That means I plus plus. I plus plus. Now I becomes 1. So again it will goes to the condition part. 1 less than 2. 1 less than 2. This condition is true. Again, it will enter into the inner for loop. J equals to 0, j less than 2 and j plus plus. Now initially what is the value of j value is 0, 0 less than 2. This condition is true. So it will print the a of I and j. So what is the a of I value is 1, j value is 0. So here it will print the 3 value. Next, j plus plus. Now j becomes 1. Again it checks the condition 1 less than 2. This condition is true. It will print the a of I and j. So a of I and j means a of I is the 1 and j value as a 1. After that it will print the 4. Next, j plus plus means j becomes 2. 2 less than 2 means false. Exit from the for loop, inner for loop. Again it will goes to the updation part. Now I value becomes 2. 2 less than 2 means the condition is false. Exit from the outer for loop. So in this way we are displaying the two-dimensional array elements. So multi-dimensional means we are taking the multiple array variables. So what are the main topics here means by using the array we can store the homogeneous elements in continuous format. The array index number starts from 0 to n minus 1. Suppose here n is the size of an array. Okay. So we discussed about read the array elements and displaying the array elements in two-dimensional array and one-dimensional array.